Welcome back to another episode of Mon's Overland Adventures. Today we tackled the Climies Track in Western Tasmania. We didn't anticipate making a video for this one, but I think we had a few good shots to show off the track conditions and how we fared completing the track in our vehicle. The Patrol has a 2-inch lift and 33-inch tyres. We did get hung up a couple of times on our rear diff and front tow hook.
That was just the rear bar. Can you see the tree on your side?
The car is set up for tough touring. This was a part of a 2-week trip, so we had everything on board, so it wasn't exactly light. The track is actually quite scenic, showing off Tasmania's rugged west coast, especially on a day like today.
Slider might hit.
There are a number of chicken tracks to get around a lot of the really deep rutted sections and step-ups. I did find myself getting out to look at a lot of sections to pick the best line.
Go slow. Yep, you'll probably go down that rock now, and your rear's about to come down the first rock. And now you might want to turn a little bit more left if you want to be on that outer rock, or you'll be on the butt crack.
I'm going to go left a little.
Yeah, if you want to be riding high on that rock. Yep, keep going. Oh, that was the rear bar. Is that forward or back?
That was back. Did it move?
It's spun. Hang on.
This section here is the first place we got stuck. Instead of going through a bog hole, which turned out to be okay, we decided to take the chicken track and managed to get ourselves bellied out.
Stop.
We ended up jacking up the car and placing max tracks under all 4 wheels to get the clearance and the traction to reverse out.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
There are quite a few sections along the track where you really want to pick a good line. Some of the angles you experience can be a bit scary.
You're pretty much in line with the tracks in front of you of the river, and you're on that tall rock. Yep, now you're coming down the tall rock, and then you're going to come down the bank onto the rock below. So you're going to drop a bit, yep, and then you're going to drive over that rock. Yep, you're coming over the rock now. Yep, yep.
We did notice that this little bypass to the left after the crossing was not there a couple of years ago. The step up looked pretty big otherwise.
If locks in, I'm going to try and send it.
Alright, don't send it too hard because you've got the cliff on the other side.
Yeah.
This was another part that we were stuck in for a few minutes. I picked a dodgy line and the rear driver's wheel slipped into a hole.
I reckon turn a bit more this way, don't you? Or not?
Like this way.
Yeah. Or not? Then you're going to drop down on the other front side, I reckon. Yep, you're going in. Yep, keep going. From mountains to ocean. Whew.
So we did decide to give the Waterfall a crack. We ran into some slightly inebriated quad riders that were pretty keen to give me a spot. The lack of clearance, weight and stock gearing were all working against me here, which wasn't ideal. I really struggled stop starting on this incline, as you're about to see.
That's the bar hitting.
Sliding towards the edge did not feel good. At this stage we decided to try and reverse out, but since the back end had slidden across, even this seemed very scary. The view out of the driver's window was like looking down a cliff.
No. Fuck.
Unfortunately, that was the last video we had of that crossing, but I did end up having to reverse back out to the bridge. It wasn't long before we were stuck again. This time the rear diff was hung up on a rock. A little love with the shovel and some max tracks and we were out.
Yep.
So that's basically the track done. There was lots of sections that we didn't get video of, including a collapsed section of the track. The next day we came back for a better shot with the sign as it was getting dark.